Alright, man, real quick, man. This your boy JB Trap House Boxing, man. Back again with another video. Hey, shout out to the whole LDBC. Y'all smash that like, subscribe button, and share the video always. Alright, this is my Wilder and my Tyson Fury post-fight reaction. My thoughts on what I thought happened last night. And I was on the Homie 78's channel last night, and I gave my thoughts, but I was a little all over the place. And I watched the fight again, and I'm gonna pretty much tell you what I thought, that happened this time, man. I mean, starting off, man, the first what, 2 rounds, I gave Wilder round 1 and 2. Activity, landed more shots, even just the shots to the body, I gave it to Wilder. Wilder displayed good head movement in the first few rounds of the fight. When Tyson Fury was throwing jabs at him, he was doing a good job of standing in the pocket, slipping the jab, and he wasn't falling for Tyson Fury feints and stuff like that in the first round. In the first 3 rounds, actually, he wasn't falling for his feints. And the third round got kind of tricky. I had to watch that a few times. Kind of was like an even round. Maybe I can, depends on what you're looking for. Maybe I gave Tyson Fury the 3rd round, man. I believe I gave Tyson Fury the 3rd round by a hair. You could see he started to settle in around the 3rd or 4th round. Starting getting comfortable, starting controlling the pace of the fight. Wilder was just too right hand thirsty, man. I mean, he was looking for that right hand all night long, and I could tell in the beginning of the fight when he came out, swinging, looking for the knockout. I was like, oh boy, this is not what I wanted Wilder to do. But he came out throwing bombs, and and I keep saying this, man, with a guy like Tyson Fury who's crafty, slick, then I keep saying, I told y'all that Tyson Fury, pound for pound, skill-wise, was the best heavyweight in the division. He got all the tools, like it or love it. He got all the tools. He could do everything. And you can't show a guy like Tyson Fury what you're gonna do from all the way from your end of the corner. You could see Deontay Wilder's right hand coming from the other end of the ring. You could see it. And Tyson Fury wasn't allowing that. He wasn't allowing that at all. Round about the 4th, 5th round. Let me say this too, man. Wilder was landing some good jabs on Fury, and Fury was landing some good jabs on Wilder as well. They was both trading jabs, but I seen that Wilder was busting Fury nose up in the first half of the fight. He was landing some good jabs on him, but Wilder was looking desperate. He was throwing some like slapping hooks on Fury because he was having a hard time trying to close the distance on Fury. And out of desperation, he was hooking like that, looked like slappy hooks, reaching. And it made him look amateurish, you know what I mean? And that's where you can see the different level of class in between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? You can see the level of difference, right there. Skill set levels. I mean, we already knew that anyway. I knew that. But Deontay Wilder, like I said, he was throwing good jabs to the body, but he wasn't creating off of those jabs to the body. He was just stabbing one at a time. A lot of times when you throw jabs to the body, you got to set up. You got to, throw the jab to the body, a few times, a feint down there and come up top or whatever. And then another thing I noticed that Deontay Wilder didn't adjust. He instead of him throwing the 1-2 and a left hook, he should. I hate saying what you should do because I don't want to sound like a boxing expert, but I just know I seen that it was open all night. It could have helped. I ain't saying it would have happened. He could have landed all night, but it would definitely help. Throw the 1, feint the 2, and throw the hook. Throw the hook downstairs and throw the hook upstairs. Mix it up. You know what I mean? But Deontay Wilder never ever mixed it up. You know, at the like round 11 or 12, I think maybe he feinted the right hand a few times, but that's because he knew it wasn't there at all, and he started trying to make adjustments later on. But let's get back to the beginning and the middle of the rounds, though. I don't want to get too sidetracked. I seen Fury, like I said, he was starting to establish himself. He wasn't so nervous because the first few rounds, Fury was nervous as hell. Can't nobody tell me nothing different. He was nervous as hell. He was real nervous. And he started settling down, standing in the pocket. And Deontay Wilder started falling for those feints then. Because Fury, by that time, Fury was touching him enough to make Deontay Wilder a believer. You know, Fury would do crafty little things when he would throw his combinations. You know, he would tee off on Wilder, you know, like flick a few jabs through the guard and you know, just some touch jabs. And that's just basic fundamentals. That's like advanced level boxing, you know. Throwing two little pity pat jabs, or one hard and one pity pat, and coming clean with that right, or whatever else, whatever your power hand you coming with. And he was doing that with Deontay Wilder. He was freezing Wilder up, stopping him in his tracks a lot of times in the fight. And I always tell you guys, man, I don't know who listens to my channel, who's new, whatever, but you can't stand there and let anybody unleash combinations on you. It's gonna take a toll on you. You're gonna start getting tired. You know, I don't care how good of a condition you are. It's gonna take a toll on you, and you're gonna start fatiguing, and you're gonna start getting hit with shots more often. And I thought that Deontay Wilder was enduring a lot of that punishment. He was taking some punishment. You seen he was getting a little cherry on that, a little shine on that left eye. You know, by the third round, it was already coming, and Tyson Fury was catching him. You know, he was catching him. But Deontay Wilder was catching Tyson Fury, like I said, with some good jabs, and he was hooking off the jab. It was a little sloppy, but he was hitting him though. You know, and I don't want to sit here and make this about, you know, technique, and I want to actually kind of base this on what actually happened. You know, if we focus on how he looked when he did it, or how this person looked, then it's gonna be Tyson Fury. But I want to actually focus on shots that landed. I don't care how they landed, they landed. You know, and Deontay Wilder, like I said, he was landing some good shots on Fury with his left hand. You know, the right hand was never, Fury wasn't, he disarmed that right hand, period. He took that right hand away. And the thing is this, man, you know, I'm kind of disappointed in Wilder's camp for not, you know, making this adjustment a long time ago. And I know Wilder been getting away with this, but the cocking back with the arm, you know, that's he ain't gonna be able to, you know, get Fury out of there. He might can get away with that with another opponent, but I don't want to talk about no other opponent. I'm gonna base this on Fury and Wilder. That ain't gonna never work against the Tyson Fury. You know, that ain't gonna never work. And I had done said that if Fury was able to, you know, get Wilder in the clinch and impose his size and his will, it could be a problem for Wilder. You know, get him fatigued and all that stuff. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't no other heavyweight in the division know how to utilize those skills and as crafty as Tyson Fury. That's what I've been saying for forever. And I always said this will solidify how good Deontay Wilder is. If he can defeat Tyson Fury, that lets you know he's the best heavyweight, you know. And to be honest with you, man, without a puncher's chance, I don't see nobody beating Tyson Fury in the heavyweight division. I already pretty much visualized that. But this fight was a close fight to me. And it's kind of hard for you to dispute two knockdowns. You know, it's kind of hard for you to dispute two knockdowns. And Fury was outboxing Deontay Wilder, making him look amateurish in this fight. Like I said, he was stopping him in his tracks. He even wobbled Deontay Wilder a few times, had him hurt. And I'm gonna tell you, man, the truth be told, even with those, even like the knockdowns was good knockdowns. Tyson Fury recovered well, very well. I think that Deontay Wilder landed just as many jabs as Tyson Fury. If I'm not sure, but he was landing some good jabs on Fury. He was busting his nose up. Excuse me. Damn, I forgot what the hell I was about to say. If Tyson Fury would have been, if he would have been clinching Deontay Wilder early in the fight, towards like the middle, if he'd have been grabbing him, clinching him a little bit earlier, and putting his size on him, he probably would have stopped Wilder in this fight. I'm just gonna be all the way honest with y'all. He probably would have knocked him out and or stopped him. And I'm gonna tell you this: if you pay attention to that 12th round after Wilder knocked Tyson Fury down, Wilder was so wounded. Tyson Fury was down on the brink of stopping him in the 12th round. Wilder was taking some punishment in that 12th round. Real talk. I love Wilder to death, you know, but Wilder got Fury problems. He don't need to be thinking about no AJ, nobody else. He got Fury problems. We got work to do with Fury. I don't think it's gonna be an easy task in the rematch at all. Because Fury is one of those other type of boxers. He's special. You give him the answers to the test. It's gonna be a rough deal, man. It's gonna be hard to find a wrinkle in the next go around. But it's gonna be very interesting and intriguing to see the adjustments that Deontay Wilder made and the adjustments that Tyson Fury makes. You know, but I just think that part of me think that Deontay Wilder is just so much in the rhythm to way, you know, of his style of way he fights, that it's going to be kind of hard for me to see him do too much changing up. I mean, stay disciplined to it. You know, just stay solid to it. I don't know. That's the thing. We don't know about that. That's what's going to make this whole rematch so intriguing. And to Deontay Wilder, man, it just shows you, man, you can't be dependent on that right hand like that, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure you knew that, but this showed you. This is top level boxing right here. Tyson Fury. It was a little bit of boxing one-on-one, boxing lesson one-on-one to a degree, even though he got dropped twice. And what I thought happened is, I don't know, man. I still kind of think it was a draw, but the part of me want to say that I think that Tyson Fury won this fight. You know, I just can't really just say that Deontay Wilder convincingly won this fight. I'm gonna say that. You know, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna be all the way 100. I just can't say that Deontay Wilder convincingly won this fight. You know, I wasn't convinced. You know. And just a lot of things that Deontay Wilder got to work on. And ride or die, I'm still Bomb Squad to the death. That's my guy. That's my little bro. I'm still Deontay Wilder. I don't care if he lose, whatever, knocked out. I don't care. I'm still Deontay Wilder fan to the core. Ain't nothing gonna change. I'm still gonna support him. And I hope he listening to these videos. And yeah, man. And just get sharper, man. Get sharper. Quit loading up. You know, just focus on touching Fury, man. Just focus on touching him instead of loading up, man. You know, and stay true. He stayed true to his jab but towards the middle of the fight, and towards the end, like from round 7 to 9 or something like that, or maybe I don't know. It was like 3-4 rounds towards the middle of the end. He started abandoning his jab. You know, but he started back getting into it. But like when he had Fury out in the 12th round, he shouldn't have been loading up. He should have just focused on touching Fury, touching him, you know. And Wilder gonna definitely, to be the guy like Fury, he gonna definitely have to get his combination punching up. He gonna have to get his punch output up and quit swinging wild. He gonna have to just focus on just speed and not power. Just focus on touching and speed and not power. Let the power shots come when it comes, you know. Because every time Deontay Wilder throws a power shot, he gonna show you he throwing it. He's showing you. Even with the left hook to the body, he'll cock back and he'll let it go. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think. This is my post-fight reaction, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. That's my thoughts on the video. It's your boy JB Trap House Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC, man. I'll holla at y'all. Peace.